Welcome back, everyone, to the Global Trophy 2018 qualifiers. This time we are here with Africa.
It began in Africa. Ka, ka, ka.
Caw-caw. Condor. So, excuse me. This is the... Oh, God, my voice is not going well. I need more water. That's better. Alright. Post-drink. Who cares? Right, so, welcome to Africa. Africa is it's a very, sort of like, let's say basic qualifier.
Yeah, it's normally quite cut and dry. There's two big teams in Africa that generally will win it, and those two teams are Cameroon and Nigeria.
Yes, pretty much, the other team that has won it is Senegal, so if your name's not Nigeria, Cameroon, or Senegal, you ain't winning.
You have never won the Africa qualifiers. Nigeria, how many times have they won it now? Is it six?
Six. Cameroon have won it 5 times, and Senegal twice.
Yeah, and those two teams are pretty much the dominant force in Africa. As well as that, they've been dominant forces in the Global Trophy finals as well. Cameroon has finished second twice, and Nigeria has finished second once.
Yes, but that was back in 2006.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. While Ghana finished third at one point with a pretty decent Global Trophy run, defeating Saudi Arabia, Italy, and France.
Yeah, no disgrace there, and that's a tremendous amount of performance to get to the semi-finals.
Yes, no African team has ever won the Global Trophy, but apart from 2013, they've always had a team in the top 8 of the Global Trophy.
At least.
Yes, at least.
So, I think they've got a really good opportunity to, again, showing if both Cameroon and Nigeria qualify for the Global Trophy, Africa have got a serious chance of maybe picking up a surprise win.
Yes, well, first off, we're going to go for Tunisia, one of the automatic qualifiers.
Yeah, I once went on holiday to Tunisia.
Nice. Was it good?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice and warm.
Oh, fair enough. Cool. So Tunisia are currently ranked number 24th so far, so pretty decent. They've made it to the second round of the Global Trophy finals on 3 occasions. Solid
team, Tunisia, and I think, if there's any team that could possibly join the winners' rostrum in Africa, Tunisia is one of them.
Next up, we have this team last year was such a beast, Liberia.
Liberia, yeah, they've got a very, very solid team, and I think they are tough to beat.
They placed in the top 8 last year. Their first, actually, Global Trophy appearance, or their first Global Trophy Finals appearance, and they finished in the top 8.
Amazing, wasn't it, really?
Yes.
It was a really amazing effort from Liberia, and I think they've got a real opportunity to improve upon that.
Well, it was able to bump up their rankings all the way up to 76th.
It's impressive. It was an impressive run. It was a great run.
Yeah. Next up we have... Oh, impressive. There you go. Next up we have Namibia.
It's where they went for... No, it was Botswana. I thought about Top... It was one of the borders they went for Top Gear Special, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. I think they maybe went past, like, the border for it, but that's about it.
Yeah.
They've made it to the Global Trophy Finals on 1 occasion, being knocked out in the first round. They're currently ranked number 97th.
There you go.
But they've automatically qualified this year, and now a big giant. Probably the biggest giant in Africa, Nigeria.
Yeah, the Super Eagles. And I tell you what, I've got a feeling Nigeria are going to be top 4 this year in the Global Trophy.
Fair enough. Well, they're currently 7th, ranked 7th in the Global Trophy, with their main rivals, Cameroon, just 4 points above them in 6th.
So those two are the two big daddies in Africa, aren't they? They really, really are.
Yes, they are. Nigeria has made it to 10 Global Trophy finals, beating Cameroon's 9, but they've only been... sorry. Bit of a frog in the throat there. They have made it to the finals. They've been runners-up once, while Cameroon has done it twice.
I think the times that they didn't qualify as well, they lost to each other, didn't they? I think they've always I think they've always ended up either playing each other or playing very high-ranked teams to not qualify.
Yeah, pretty much Cameroon and Nigeria are pretty much Brazil and Argentina from Americas.
Yeah, obviously not on the same scale, because obviously Brazil and Argentina have both won the Global Trophy multiple times. It's just that these two are the big daddies for this continent. And I think you have to say Australia as well, and South Korea for Asia at this point.
Next up for Africa, we have South Africa.
Yeah.
There we go. South Africa have done pretty well in previous global trophies. They're currently ranked number 11.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, pretty decent. They have made it into the top 4 3 times.
In the Global Trophy?
Yep, in the Global Trophy finals. They have never failed to reach the Global Trophy second round. Pretty much they've never lost in the first round of the Global Trophy finals.
It's an impressive stat.
Yeah, very good indeed. Their best run has been, in the qualifiers, has been finalists. They've been runners-up before.
Oh, wow. Not bad.
Next up, we have Gabon.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Yeah, but still a pretty good team. Gabon are currently ranked number 32. So pretty high. They've made it to 8 Global Trophy finals, making it to the second round on 2 occasions.
So they're not the worst team in the world by a long stretch of the imagination, are Gabon?
No, they're actually pretty good at Gabon. Next up is Algeria.
Again, a fairly decent side.
Yes, they're currently ranked number 34 at the moment. They've got 20 wins under their belt, which is not too bad. They've made it to 7 Global Trophy finals, making it to the second round on 2 occasions.
There are a lot of decent teams in Africa. There really, really are.
Yeah, the last team to automatically qualify through making it to the top 8 last year is Morocco.
Yeah, Morocco are a decent side, and I think, they're another team like Tunisia. They've got a decent shot of possibly even winning this mini tournament.
Yes, Morocco are currently ranked number 23 with 29 victories under their belt. They are a 3-time qualifier finalist, and they have made it to a Global Trophy quarterfinals before.
They're a good team. They're a good team, Morocco, and I think that they've got a great opportunity to improve upon that.
Yes. Now we go to the top 16 teams in the FIFA rankings that haven't already qualified. First up, we have Egypt.
I want to go on holiday to Egypt.
Fair enough. This is just like the holiday bit now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Egypt are currently ranked number 73. This is where it gets a bit less. They have a very even 30-30 difference in goals. They've scored 30, they've led in 30 in their 12 appearances in the Global Trophy. They've made it to the finals on 2 occasions, both times being knocked out in round 1.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, but they're a good team.
Yeah. Next up, the only team to prevent both Cameroon and Nigeria from winning the Africa qualifiers on multiple occasions, Senegal.
Senegal are a good team.
Yes, they are.
And they are a very good team. I think, it's going to be tough for any team to beat Cameroon and Nigeria. And for those to do it twice, what an effort that is.
Yeah, Senegal have made it to 7 Global Trophy finals, including a top 4 place. They're currently ranked number 18 between Iran and Portugal.
2 good teams as well.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Another good team. I tell you what, Congo as well, in recent years, have really excelled, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been doing pretty well. Do you mean real life or in this?
A bit of both, really.
Well, not in this. They've been crap in this. Only 3 appearances, each time being knocked out in the first round. They are currently ranked number 192. So they're a very low-ranked team.
That is quite low. Huh.
That's very low. Next up is Cameroon. As we all know, another one of the beasts.
Yes, Cameroon are devastating.
They're currently ranked number 6, 4 points ahead of Nigeria. They've been finalists on 2 occasions. They have made it to an overall 9 Global Trophy finals.
It's an incredible record, isn't it, really?
Yes. With 6 of them making it in the top 8, so Cameroon is no slouch.
No. And I think Cameroon are going to be, again, like Nigeria, I think they're going to be sniffing around the quarterfinals of the Global Trophy.
Yes. This team has made it to the top 8 on a few occasions. Ghana.
They have, and they finished third, of course, in 2006.
Indeed, it was a very good run for Ghana. They were giant killers at that point. They ranked number 20th.
Do you reckon they could do it again? I mean, they've got the team to do it.
Well, I'm not sure. They have made it to 8 Global Trophy finals before, but only twice have they made it the top 8 at least. The other times they've been knocked out in the first round, so it really depends on what you get, on who you get as your opponents.
That's very true, and I do suspect that, Ghana, it's going to be tough. It depends who they get. If they end up getting Nigeria in round 1, obviously, it's going to be a big struggle, but...
France in round 1.
Yep.
Next up, we have Burkina Faso.
With the greatest capital city name in the world.
What's that? Ouagadougou.
Ouagadougou.
Yes. Ouagadougou. So good. So they're currently ranked 85th at the moment. They've made it to the Global Trophy Finals on 1 occasion, but they were knocked out in the first round.
Yeah.
So that's that. Next up, we have the Côte d'Ivoire, also known as the Ivory Coast.
Another big powerhouse of a team.
Pretty big powerhouses of the Ivory Coast. They are currently ranked number 22 between Japan and Morocco. They have made it to 7 Global Trophy finals. The best performance, a quarter-final spot. Top 8.
They're a decent side. I think the only problem is that they've got an unlucky... they're in an unlucky segment of the trophy. Those guys have got a decent effort of... They've got a decent team. It's just that if they end up in the Asia section, they'll be winners every time. It's just that they're in a tough segment in Africa. Africa's not an easy place to qualify from, and I think as a result, that's why we haven't seen them do as well as, say, some of the teams have.
Indeed. Next up, we have Cape Verde. Cape Verde.
I don't know anything about Cape Verde.
Ranked, well, I know a little bit. Ranked 147th.
Right.
They've only scored in 9 appearances in the Global Trophy. They've only scored 4 goals.
Good lord. That's
they have made it to the qualifier round 2 on 2 occasions, but never the Global Trophy finals.
Huh.
First timer here. Next up, we have Guinea.
No relation to Guinea-Bissau.
No, Guinea-Bissau are also in this, actually. They both made it.
Nice.
Shame Equatorial Guinea didn't. Guinea are currently ranked 72nd.
72nd.
They have made it to a Global Trophy finals before, and they finished top 8.
That's not bad.
Yes. They have been in 8 Global Trophies, with only once being able to qualify, and that was a qualifier quarter-final spot. But they have been top 8 before. Next up, we have Uganda.
Uganda are pretty meh.
They are pretty meh. They've been in 6 Global Trophies before. They've only made it to the qualifier round 2 on 2 occasions and never further. They're currently ranked 139. So, yeah, pretty meh.
Pretty meh.
Pretty meh. Here's a team that's, well, just a slight bit more than meh, is Mali.
But still meh.
But still pretty meh. They're ranked 108 so far, so a bit better. They have made it to a Global Trophy finals before, but they were knocked out in the first round.
I'm not really surprised they got knocked out in the first one.
So that's pretty much Mali. Next up is Zambia.
Also pretty meh.
Also pretty meh. It's just nothing but meh here. We've got the nasty teams, and now it's just meh.
Obviously, all the big teams have all gone, so, it's just kind
of... Actually, Zambia does have a little bit. It's a bit more than meh.
Okay.
They have made it to the Global Trophy before, but they were knocked out in round 1, so simple as. They're ranked 81st, and they are a former Global Trophy African Qualifiers finalist.
Huh. That's quite interesting.
So, yeah, so they're a little bit more than meh, but still kind of meh. Here's another meh, which is Benin.
I don't know anything about Benin.
Benin. Once I type their name down, I'll give you the stats on Benin.
Oh no, that's where Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's from.
Benin?
I think so, yeah.
No,
no, it is Gabon. Sorry,
it's Gabonese, yeah.
Yeah.
Benin are currently ranked 136, so yeah, we're getting to the droll ones now. They've been in 10 global trophies and have only won one match.
Matching.
They've only scored 2 goals, and they let in 34 in 10 appearances in the global trophy. So don't expect them to go that far, if ever, if far at all. Next up, we have Libya.
I'll tell you what, Libya are also pretty terrible.
They used to have a green flag. Just green flag. And they've changed
Yeah.
it now. It's horrible. I love that, because it's like, flag drawing. Great, I'll just draw a little square and colour it green. Yay, I did the Libya flag.
Standard.
Nice. They're a little better than the ones we've had before. They're ranked 75th. So they're not bad. They've been in 9 global trophies. They've been in qualifier quarterfinals on 2 occasions. Made it to the global trophy finals on 2 occasions as well. One time losing in round 1 and the other time losing in round 2. So they're okay.
Not terrible.
Yeah, they're okay. Next up, we have Guinea-Bissau.
One of the Guineas.
Yes, there are 4 Guineas actually in this game. There's Equatorial Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, and Papua New Guinea.
Ah. Yes, of course. How about Guinea-Bissau? What's their kind of level like?
They're ranked 144th.
Ah.
They've had 6 appearances in the Global Trophy. They've won twice. They made it to the qualifier round 2 on 2 occasions and never further. They've only scored 6. They pretty much score a goal per tournament.
Madness.
Which doesn't sound good when it's that, really, does it?
Not really.
Next up, we have Congo. Ordinary Congo this time.
Obviously not Democratic Republic of, just Congo.
No, Ordinary Congo. They're a bit better. They're 78th at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Including twice a qualifier quarterfinalist. Very similar, actually. 1 loss in the Global Trophy round 1 and 1 loss in round 2.
But not too bad.
Yes, they're stuck between Turkey and Vanuatu. So
We've all wanted to be there before.
Especially Turkey, I'm bloody starving. Right.
It's nearly Christmas yet.
I know, I'm so excited, I'm so happy. So now it's time for the 8 teams who qualified through the preliminary qualification league. The team that finished first, Kenya.
Yeah, Kenya are one of the bigger teams in the continent. So I'd have to say it's surprising they have to qualify.
Well, their team nowadays sucks. I think that's probably the reason.
Yep.
Sorry, Kenya. They're currently ranked 44th. They are former qualifier finalists. They've made it to the Global Trophy on 5 occasions, only once making it past round 1, only to lose in round 2.
Obviously.
Yes.
Of course it'll be round 2.
Next up, we have Sudan.
See, now Sudan is 2 countries.
Yes, this is the one that's the higher in the rankings, which is Sudan. South Sudan would not have made it. Sudan are currently ranked 89th. They've made it to a Global Trophy finals before and made it to round 2.
Huh, how about that?
But yeah, they're smack bang between the lovely Barbados and the Slovakia. So, there we go. Next up, we have Swaziland.
Not Switzerland.
Nope, Swaziland. They have made it. They're back in the Global Trophy.
It's nice to see, they've been there a few times before.
They have that. This is their 9th appearance. This would be their 10th appearance. They're currently ranked 133.
So they're not great.
Not great. They've been in 9. They've been knocked out in the first round on 2 occasions and knocked out in the qualifying round the other 2 times. So, yeah, they've never made it to the Global Trophy finals ever. So, could this be the first time? Probably not, but could this be the first time?
Never know.
Never know. Next up, we have Angola.
Formerly owned by Portugal. They were in the World Cup a few years ago, weren't they?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
They're ranked 138th.
Right.
They've had 4 appearances in the Global Trophy, but 3 of those 4, they have made it past the first round.
Not bad then.
They have a positive goal difference.
Mad.
They've scored 12 goals in 4 appearances, so 3 goals per tournament.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad, not bad at all. Next up, we have Togo.
Emmanuel Adebayor's team.
Indeed it is. Togo are one rank higher than Angola, actually, at 137.
Oh, alright.
Their runs, however, have not been so good. They have a minus 24 goal difference.
Nice.
They've only scored 4 goals. They've been in 9 global trophies, and they've only won 1 game.
Huh. I bet that was a dud as well.
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been. But yeah, that's Togo for you. So Togo and Angola very close to each other in a lot of occasions. Next up we have... He's just been dethroned, hopefully.
He has... No, he's resigned now.
Oh, good. Oh, bugger off.
Zimbabwe.
Yes, indeed. They're currently ranked 103. They've made it to a global trophy finals before, but were knocked out in round 1. This will be their 9th appearance in the global trophy.
Fair enough.
Next up, we've got 2 left. Who is the team that's not going to be the dud? It's Sierra Leone. They made it, and they have a chance.
Just about.
Just
Just
about. Oh, they were so close. Sierra Leone, currently ranked 101, 2 above Zimbabwe. This will be their 9th global trophy. They've made it to a global trophy final before, but lost in the first round. This all sounds very, very similar to Zimbabwe, doesn't it?
It does sound rather similar to Zimbabwe.
Only Sierra Leone has won 1 extra match. They've won 6.
Ah, fair enough then.
And lastly, the dud team, ranked 142. They have only won 1 match ever. This will be their 9th global trophy. They've made it to qualifying round 2 on 1 occasion, but then lost. It's Mauritania.
I've never heard of them.
You should play more Command and Conquer, boy. The first one was ace. But yeah, that's one of the things you play in Africa. That's so good. That's how I know most of these. I used to play Command and Conquer all the time.
Mauritania. They are the dud team.
They are the dud team. Let's see if it works first time. Will it be like Africa? Please, 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 please. You European sod. No, we're doing it again.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Why? That was the message, by the way.
And we're back with global trophy action from Africa.
Yes, it only took 1 time, so at the moment we're actually doing a lot better than we did last year.
Yeah, I think it took us 5 times to do Africa last time, didn't it?
I think at some point, one of them definitely was.
Yeah.
Definitely was.
Yep.
I'm just writing all these down, but I'm going to go through the current... it doesn't look too bad. Right, it doesn't look too bad. It looks okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of. Actually, no, it looks fine. So, our first match is going to be Cameroon. Straight out the bat.
Who are they playing?
They're playing Congo.
It should be a Cameroon victory here, shouldn't it, really?
Should be a very comfortable victory here for Cameroon. Not as comfortable as you think. 2-0.
It's still a win, though.
Good run for... Good move... good one for Congo there, but they couldn't do it.
Well, Cameroon through, and I'm guessing they're going to probably qualify for the global trophy if they win their next game.
Well, they will be going up against either Mali or Zambia, so there's a definite chance.
There's a good chance that we're going to see Cameroon in the finals, which is good. This is what we want to see. We want to see the best teams in the finals.
Indeed. Just doing this. There we go. Right, Mali versus Zambia. Mali win on penalties. First penalty win goes to Mali.
Well, that's one before.
Well, in this qualifier at the moment.
Alright,
So Mali will battle Cameroon in the second round. Next up, it's Namibia versus Liberia.
I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be Namibia.
Nope, it's Liberia.
Ah, nice.
The Giant Killers are still going once again. Next up, it's the Democratic Republic of Congo versus Nigeria.
I'm gonna say Nigeria.
4-0. Very good performance there for Nigeria.
Easy.
Which means that it will be Cameroon, Mali, Liberia, Nigeria.
Oh, so we are going to see both of them in the finals, hopefully.
We might, but the problem is with Nigeria, we'll see, if Nigeria wins, we'll see Liberia go out.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty big loss.
Yeah, it's true.
Next up, it's Libya versus Kenya. Both teams with YA at the end.
I'd say Kenya are probably the favourites here.
Yep. 2-0 victory for Kenya puts them through.
Good win.
It's a very, very convincing victory. Don't know why I'm talking like this. Next up, we have the Côte d'Ivoire versus Guinea.
I'm going to say probably Ivory Coast are the favourites here.
Yeah, 3-0. So they're through and they'll take on Kenya. It's going pretty good so far if you want big names.
Yeah, absolutely.
No real shockers yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except Algeria, who's another pretty big name, versus Sierra Leone.
I'd say probably Algeria are the favourites here.
Wow, Sierra Leone
Oh,
are
wow.
through to the second round.
That's pretty impressive.
They will take on, well, the team that Mauritania has given a bye, Angola.
There you go, so Angola go through.
I was not expecting for Sierra Leone to beat Algeria.
That's a big result. Well, fair play to them.
That is a big result. It was a 2-0 victory as well.
So,
It was a comfortable win.
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. But the thing is, okay, so when it comes to the big African teams, what have we got left? We've got South Africa, we've got Senegal, Ghana, and they're all in the second half.
Which is good. That's what we want to see.
It was good, because in the first half, we've got, like, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Nigeria, and Sierra Leone. You know, so, yeah, we've got some big names in there. And Mali. Mali's not a big name.
No, it's true.
I believe we mentioned it. He's one of the mare teams.
It is definitely one of the mare teams.
Right. So with that out of the way, P Neto got the bloody man of the match there for playing no games.
Hey.
Right. Well, it's Morocco beating Benin.
I would suspect so.
Yep, 6-0 victory for Morocco. The biggest result in the African qualifiers so far.
Nice.
Well, Egypt have just equalled it.
Wow.
They've just knocked out Cape Verde. Poor guys. So that's a few extra goals against for Cape Verde. Poor guys there. But we now have we have a crunch match now in the second round. We have Morocco-Egypt.
Okay, so that's a pretty big game. I'm going to say probably Morocco are the favourites for that, but we'll have to wait and see till later on.
Ooh, Gabon are through as well.
Nice, there you go.
They defeat Burkina Faso.
Not bad.
So pretty well played to Gabon there.
Well, that's all.
Right, so what do we have left? We still have South Africa, Senegal, Ghana are all still there, and we have 5 spaces left.
There you go. So we've still got some big teams still to go, but I think all the big names will get their chance to go through.
Well, there goes Swaziland. They're out.
That's a
Defeated
shame.
1-0 by Togo.
It's quite a surprise actually. Togo winning a game.
So we have Gabon versus Togo in the second round.
That's a big game.
Uganda have knocked out Zimbabwe.
Huh. Robert Mugabe's just going to kill himself at this point.
I think so. So Uganda are through. Zimbabwe already out. Ghana have just come up and they have beaten Guinea-Bissau by 5-0.
That's not really a surprise, is it really?
Just write this down. Taking too long. Right, so Uganda will battle Ghana for the chance to go through the Global Trophy Finals. Oh, South Africa have gone against Senegal.
Oh dear.
Senegal win. Penalties.
Yeah, it's a
1-1
shame for
draw.
South Africa, but out they go.
Yeah, so all previous Global Trophy Africa qualifying champions are all through to the
Just good
second
news.
round.
That's what we want to see. We want to see the bigger teams through. Unfortunately, South Africa are going to miss out, which is a bit of a shame, but it is the way it goes sometimes.
And Tunisia are also out.
Oh, wow, that's a bit of a shock.
Yep, beaten by Sudan, of all people.
Huh, that's a real shame.
So Tunisia are out, Sudan are through. Sudan will take on Senegal in the second round. So, round 2 goes like this. Cameroon versus Mali, Liberia versus Nigeria, Kenya versus the Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone versus Angola, Morocco versus Egypt, Gabon versus Togo, Uganda versus Ghana, and Senegal versus Sudan
Huh.
in round 2. First up, Cameroon, Mali.
I'm going to say Cameroon are probably the favourites here.
Yep, they've just broken Morocco and Egypt's record, 7-0. 7's the record now for this qualifier at the moment.
And Cameroon are through to the finals again.
Yep. Will Nigeria join them? It's Nigeria versus Liberia. No, they won't!
No.
Liberia's giant killing carries on. They've
And
knocked Nigeria out.
Like the 3-time back-to-back Africa champions are gone.
Yep, Liberia, who did really well in last year's Global Trophy, are still in.
Wow. That is unprecedented. That's a big name out of the Global Trophy. I don't think anyone really expected that.
I don't think so. It was a penalty win for Liberia that did it. Next match, it's Kenya versus the Ivory Coast. Gotta say Ivory Coast here, really, can't you?
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Ooh, just barely. 1-0.
Still a win, though. I'm still shocked about Nigeria. They've won the Africa section for the last 3 years, and now they're out.
Yeah, well, now it's Cameroon's time to shine. Maybe Liberia's time to get back in it too. You never know.
Yeah.
Next match is Angola versus Sierra Leone. They've gone through! Sierra Leone is through!
They're in the Global Trophy finals!
They're in the finals! Sierra Leone are in the finals. Algeria and Angola.
Madness. Unbelievable.
Sierra Leone are in the quarters. Morocco, Egypt. This is a big match now.
This is a huge match. I think Morocco are probably going to win this one.
Yeah, 3-0. 3-0 Morocco, and they cruise through.
I think Morocco are one of the better teams in Africa. I really think they could win this.
Yeah, they could definitely do well. Gabon versus Togo. I see Gabon doing
I fancy Gabon to win this one.
Yeah, just barely, though. 2-1.
So a win's a win.
So, a very good performance there from Togo. They will be missed.
Absolutely.
Kind of. Next up is Uganda versus Ghana. Gotta see Ghana here.
Ghana for me, yeah, Ghana.
Yep, 2-1. Ghana's through.
So, other than Nigeria, which is a big shock,
And
I think,
South Africa.
again, all of the African countries which we expected to
Yeah,
go through
Nigeria
are going
and South Africa, I'd say.
through. But
Oh,
they
and
got drew
Tunisia.
against, yeah. But they got drew against a difficult opponent, didn't they? So,
Senegal versus Sudan.
it's got to be Senegal, hasn't it?
Yep, 4-0. Senegal
Easy.
through.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
So, with Nigeria, the big guns, out.
Cameroon, surely.
Who's gonna win it? It's Cameroon versus Liberia first. Can Liberia stop both big teams? No, they can't. Cameroon wins 2-0 and knocks Liberia out.
Go here. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay, cool. We'll just cut in here and when he's back. So, yay. Alright, we're back. Cameroon have just beat Liberia, so Liberia's run comes to an end for the moment, but they will be back for their second consecutive Global Trophy
What a performance.
finals.
They've had a good effort. Good season for them.
Can Sierra Leone go one further? They take on Ivory Coast.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, that's right. They did well though. They're in the finals for the second time altogether. So that's good for Sierra
Crazy
Leone.
performance from Sierra Leone. Fair play to them.
Yeah, it was a 4-0 victory, by the way, for Ivory Coast. They'll take on Cameroon. Next up is Morocco versus Gabon.
It's got to be Morocco, surely.
It is 3-0.
Morocco are looking good. I reckon they could steal this.
They could. Well, remember we've only had 3 Global Trophy champions that are, or Africa Qualified champions that are different. One of them's already out.
Yep.
The other one is through though. A 1-0 victory over Ghana puts Senegal through.
Good effort from Senegal. They're a really decent side.
Yeah. Next up is Cameroon versus Ivory Coast.
It's got to be Cameroon again for me.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Ivory Coast win 2-2 penalties decision. Ivory Coast knock out Cameroon.
So we're either going to have a new winner or the first time Senegal have won since 2010.
Well, it depends on if can Morocco
Beat
take Senegal out. No, they can't. A 3-1 victory
For Senegal.
It's Senegal versus Ivory Coast
For Africa.
for the Africa qualifiers. I just want to check this. Ivory Coast have been finalists on 2 occasions. They have
Can they do
so
it?
this will be their 3rd occasion. No, they can't. It goes to Senegal.
So for the first time in 8 years.
Yep, Senegal have won the African qualifiers.
It's a big shocker. I don't think anyone expected that.
Well, Ivory Coast. Who do they beat? Ivory Coast beat Guinea, Kenya, Sierra Leone, and Cameroon to get to the finals. Senegal beat South Africa, Sudan, Ghana, and Morocco. That's a tougher list of opponents, in my opinion.
Yep, that's a good effort from Senegal. Well done to them.
So Senegal, for the first time in a long bloody
Since
while.
2010.
Yes, is the winner of the Global Trophy Africa Qualifiers, and we have just 8 spots remaining.
Yep, the South America segment, always very competitive. This is actually the section that the most different teams have won.
Yes, the America section is going to be very, very interesting. Obviously, we have former Global Trophy champions Brazil and Argentina in there. But we also have teams like Mexico.
Last year's runners-up.
Yes. So Mexico are going to be in that. So who will be joining? France, Spain, Italy, South Korea, Netherlands, Portugal, Russia, Iran, Croatia, Australia, Saudi Arabia, China, Japan, Sweden, Syria, Thailand, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Morocco, Ghana, Liberia, Gabon, Senegal, and the best team in the world, Sierra Leone. Who's going to join them? We have 8 spots left, and they'll be filled next week in the Americas qualifiers.
See you for them.
See you for that.